Gauss Seidel method we have seen, and the LU decomposition. And okay. Now in this lecture we are going to see a householder method, which will be available in page number 297 on your recommended book. Okay. Actually, I also don't have a notes. It is there in the university, so I have prepared the notes once again. So you have to also prepare the notes by your own, because we are not allowed to come to university up to 30 April, and maybe it may be extended again in the May also. So whatever the notes I have prepared, because whatever the notes I have prepared earlier, it was I kept it in university. Um, I was not knowing that this will happen, that suddenly it will be a lockdown. So I am preparing the new notes, so I will not able to share that notes. So you have to prepare your own notes by seeing your recommended books and searching on the uh, and all. Okay. So for the third chapter, you should cooperate with me so that you will be available with your notes. Okay. Are you getting what I told you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this method, that is householder method, this is a householder methods in which what we are provided with, uh, matrix A is given to us. Now, after writing this matrix, what is the type of this matrix? I will write this matrix A11, A12, A13. Okay. Now, can anyone tell the type of this matrix?
Symmetric matrix.
Okay, symmetric matrix, right? So this is matrix. So this householder method is used for solving the symmetric matrix in such a way that we have to first produce, or we have to find out one real symmetric orthogonal matrix P1 such that we have to find out one matrix P1 such that which have the condition P1A P1 is equals to P1A P1 is equal to, what is the condition for this is, we get one another matrix in such a way that here we have A11 is as it is, A12 dash 0, A12 dash, A22 dash, A23 dash, or we can say it is A23 prime, A33 prime, where this prime denotes that the element which have been changed after this matrix P1A, P1B, whatever we have multiplied. Okay. Later on, you will come to know how to find out this matrix P1 and all. Okay. So actually, this P1 is obtained in such a way that P1 is equals to I minus 2 V into V transpose. So what is V matrix given to us in this case is V is a matrix such that 0, V2, V3, it's a transpose. On the condition, what is the extra condition on this V? V into V transpose, V transpose into V. We have the condition V transpose into V should be equal to 1. Or we can say it is identity matrix, so it is equal to, okay, let me write it as 1 only. Since what is given to us, we in the householder method we are provided with symmetric matrix. We have to find out one Symmetric orthogonal matrix. What do you mean by symmetric orthogonal? No doubt you can see it is symmetric matrix where a12 prime is equal to these two values are equal, a23 these two values are equal. And what do you mean by orthogonal matrix? Can anyone tell me what is the definition of orthogonal matrix? Yes, what is an orthogonal matrix? Yes, no one knows the definition of orthogonal matrix. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Multiplication of a matrix with its transpose gives identity, then it's called a orthogonal matrix.
Okay. Yes, anyone else? What is the definition of orthogonal matrix? Okay, this will be homework for you people that you should find out the properties of orthogonal matrix and what is an orthogonal matrix definition and examples all. Okay, do it because again I am saying the same statement. This is not the last semester. After this, you are not going to act as a student. You will be postgraduate in mathematics. So these simple things anyone can ask you whenever you go for interview, yeah, whenever you go for any type of interview. If you go in a corporate sector, if you go for any company, if you go for a teaching type of interview, so these are the basic things you should know. Well, they are not going to ask you what are the theorems in functional analysis, what is Banach's theorem, what is Banach's fixed point, and these theorems they are not going to ask in the your interview session. Okay, what they will ask the basic ideas. What is continuity? What is the types of matrices? What is our derivative, what is the geometric interpretation of derivative, these type of us very small questions they will ask. They will not ask you in the interview that you should prove this much of a theorem, you should prove some parts of a differential geometry, right? So you should be prepared with these questions because no doubt if you are going to appear for the interview, any type of interview, if you want to go in or if you want to go for any company type of a job, right? Everywhere you are going to face with the basic questions in mathematics, right? So P1 is equal
Hello,
to,
ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, the product of matrix with its transpose comes out to be identity matrix. That's an
Okay.
orthogonal matrix.
Okay, what are the main properties of that orthogonal matrix? What will happen if you are going to multiply the column, one column with other, and if you are going to take a square of those, what will happen for the norm of those row element? These things also you should know, na? There are so many properties of orthogonal matrix. Right? Let P1, we are going to take it as P1 as 1, 0, 0. This is 1 minus 2 V2 square minus 2 V2 V3 minus 2 V2 V3 1 minus 2 V3 square. On the condition V2 square plus V3 square is equal to 1, which is say equation 1. Since we are going to find out the matrix P1 afterwards, so we are provided with this matrix. Let me name it as say equation 1 for this. P1 AP1, this is what our equation 1. This we are going to find out later on what are these primes A1 2 dash, A1 2 dash, A2 2 dash, and A2 3 dash, and A3 3. Okay. So here what is our aim to find out? Real symmetric orthogonal matrix P1 such that P1 AP1 should be of the form this condition, equation 1. Okay. For that, these are what our assumptions. P1 is what I minus 2V V transpose. What is V? P is provided to us as 0 V2 V3 transpose. And V transpose into V should be equal to identity. And with the help of that, we have created this. Okay, what is I? I is a 3 cross 3 is identity matrix minus 2V V transpose. We can do this now. If you want to do the calculation, I will do this. V1 is equal to, what is I? I is a 3 cross 3 identity matrix minus 2 times V into V transpose. So this V, I can write it as 0, V2, V3, and V transpose will be equal to 0, V2, V3. So here you can see this is what 3 cross 1, 1 cross 3. So resultant you will get the matrix which is 3 cross 3. So I can write this as, this will be as it is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 2 times. If I am going to multiply this first term will be 0, second is also 0, third is also 0, next plus, next term we get it is V2 square, then V2 V3, right? First term in the third row is 0, then V2 V3, then V3 square. Simply minus 2 मल्टीप्लाई करके ये जो कैलकुलेशंस करोगे आपको ये मैट्रिक्स मिलेगा. Which one? P1 is equal to this matrix you will get 1 0 0 0 1 minus 2 V2 square minus 2 V2 V3 0 1 minus 2 V2 V3 1 minus V2 V3 square. Okay. Now let us find out what is P1 P1 transpose. Since that's why I told you that you should know the properties of orthogonal matrix. By seeing the P1 itself, you can see this is orthogonal matrix. Since if you are going to multiply any column or any row, suppose I am going to multiply this row with this column, what will be the resultant? It is equal to 1. Okay, these are very important properties of orthogonal matrix. Now for whatever the definition of orthogonal matrix, that we will take, and here what is P1? We are provided it is I minus 2 V transpose, and here is I minus 2 V transpose. It's a transpose. And after solving it, what I will get it is I minus 2 V transpose. Now what will be the resultant of this? How to operate this transpose? Yes. For identity, the transpose of identity matrix is once again same. 2 will be as it is. What will be the change here?
V into V transpose is again I.
V into V transpose we are provided with I. Now here we have to find out the transpose. No? So we can keep it as V transpose itself because there will not be any change. So after multiplying these two, we get the resultant as I minus 4 times V transpose plus 4 times V transpose V transpose. Correct? But we know that V transpose is equal to 1. Hence we can write I minus 4 plus 4 which is equal to identity matrix. Hence we have proved that P1 transpose is identity matrix, which ensures that where P1 is a orthogonal matrix, rather it is symmetric orthogonal. Later on we will prove it is symmetric orthogonal. Now first we will as we have found what is P1. Okay, what is P1? We have found this one. Now what is our aim to find out? We have to find out P1 in such a way that P1A P1 should be equal to this one. Okay, so for that what we will do, we are provided with matrix A. Okay, we are having this matrix A as well as we have the matrix P1 also. Okay, this one. So with the help of this, what we will find out? We will find out P1A P1, and we will equate this to our uh, equation 1. What is our equation 1? It is this one, P1A P1. Okay, what is our aim to find out? We have to find out a matrix P1 in such a way that which ensures the condition P1A P1 should be equal to this matrix A11 A12 prime 0 A12 prime A22 prime A23 prime 0 A23 prime A33. Okay, so for that we are having P1 as well as matrix A. For that we will find out firstly P1A P1. For finding this, we will start with finding A into P1. Okay, we are having the matrix A. Okay, we'll write the matrix A here, and here we will write the matrix P1, and then we have to multiply this. Okay, so let me write down the matrix A. It is A11, A12, A13, A12, A22, A23, A13, A23, A33. And what is your P1 matrix we have obtained is 1 0 0, 1 minus 2 V2 square, 1 minus 2 V2 V3, minus 2 V2 V3, 1 minus 2 V3 square. Okay, we have to multiply these two matrices, and afterward again we have to find out P1, A P1. Okay, after multiplying these two matrices, we get A P1 is equal to the first will be as it is, that is A11, A12, A13 will be as it is. Next, we have to multiply it is A12, 1 minus 2 V2 square minus 2 times A13 V2 V3. Correct? We have to verify because I am also doing these calculations. Correct. Next, this is what A12 with negative sign minus 2 A12 V2 V3 plus A13 1 minus 2 V3 square next. The next row will be A22 1 minus 2 V2 square minus 2 times A23 V2 V3 minus 2 A22 V2 V3 plus A23 1 minus 2 V3 square. The last row will be A23 1 minus 2 V2 square minus 2 A33 V2 V3 minus 2 A23 V2 V3 plus A33 1 minus 2 V3 square. Okay, so this matrix we have obtained, and after that what we have to do, we have to do again calculations in such a way that we should find out P1 A P1. Okay, you have to do this calculations and tell me. Okay, this is what a P1 matrix, and here is A into P1. Okay, both matrices are with you. You have to find out this P1 A P1, and this matrix whatever we will get. Okay, this is what say equation 2. We have to equate this equation 2 with our equation 1. What is our equation 1? Our aim is to find out a matrix P1 in such a way that P1 A P1 should be equal to this much. Okay. So do this calculations. That means you have to multiply P1 with AP1. AP1 I have given you. You have to multiply this and you have to tell me the answer. Okay, do it fastly and then we will find out the values of those prime and then we'll get those formulas and then we can solve the examples for householder method. Okay, do the calculations.